Tang gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again with another video, man. Peace, love, and abundance to everybody that's tapped in. If you guys want to support the channel, I'll leave all my links in my description for you. Make sure you leave a like on the video. I'll show my gratitude. Y'all ever notice that whenever you get focused, you get into a flow state, it seems like something always come up. Something is always there to like push back or resist you. You know what I'm saying? This is an attack on your energy. You feel me? The enemy is trying to attack your energy because they know who you are. This program knows who you are, right? Your energy, your frequency, it sets off an alarm. All right. So now all the NPCs, all these counter programs got to come in and to try to stop you. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a virus protection. You are a virus to the program, to the matrix, when you move the way you do, right? And you're not even doing anything crazy. You don't have to do anything special. It's just you being yourself. You in your natural state, just doing what you do, vibrating the way that you vibrate, right? You're a threat. So this is why you start seeing all these attacks come out of nowhere. Okay, remember, this is a spiritual war. All right, and especially now, the spiritual war has amplified. This whole week, I don't know if you guys noticed, y'all let me know in the comment section. Has your energy been a little low this week? You know, has it been off a little bit? And it's not even something that you can see, per se. It's broken down to the smallest molecular component. Whether it's the weather, you know what I'm saying? I know where I'm at, bro. It's been raining all week, literally. It's been like in the 50s. We're in the middle of May and it's in the 50s. Raining every single day, no sunlight. You know what I'm saying? That's not normal. And you got to understand that when you're connected to the planet, especially for the chosen ones, the ones that's awakened, you out in nature, right? You are connected to the planet. So whatever happens to the planet, you feel that because it's happening to you too. All this crazy weather we're having, you're feeling that because you're connected to it. So you might notice your frequency is off, right? You got to understand what is going on outside of you. Because these things that's going on outside of you is playing on your frequency too. It's not always you, right? You got to understand that it's not always you. It's something that's going on, something that's brewing on the outside. And you just feel that. Right, you're connected to everything, so you feel the energy that's being played behind the scenes. So you'll notice when you get focused, you're going to see these micro aggressions against you to try to lower your frequency. As soon as you get paid, right, or you get a good amount of money in your bank account, all of a sudden you got car trouble. All of a sudden a bill comes out of nowhere, right? And that's an attack, trying to lower your frequency, trying to put you back in survival mode. All right, because when we're in survival mode, we're in our lowest self, where you're in your root chakra, and you can't find yourself. You can't tap into the divine, the cosmos, the most high, when you're at your lower self. The goal is to keep you disconnected. You know what I'm saying? Keep you in the matrix, so you looking around frantic, trying to find out how you gonna survive, how you gonna get it, how you gonna get that, how you gonna pay this, right? And all that is BS. Everything's already taken care of, but you got to keep that connection with the divine source. The divine source is going to make plays for everything to work in your favor. It's when we get cut off from that divine source, now we're fending for ourselves, right? And you're at the mercy of the matrix. So a good affirmation to tell yourself is, I always have what I need. I don't worry about anything because everything comes to me in divine timing. You don't know how it's going to come to you, but you have faith that it will. You have faith that everything's going to work out. That's the type of mindset you got to be on, because that's your power. You don't understand how powerful you are. You make things move with your thoughts, with your words, right? But see, you got to know that for yourself. Check this out. The words that you speak, every time you speak, you are creating realities. You are rearranging molecules, right? Like Legos, putting them together based off your words and putting together realities. This is real talk. Your thoughts doing the same thing. You know what I mean? So that's your power. That's what you have to control. If you don't do anything else, control this, control this, control this. All right? Because that's your moneymaker. That's your reality creator. That's your quantum shifter. That's everything that you need to be successful in this life. And they know that. That's why they send these attacks at you, to get you away from yourself. You know what I'm saying? So the key for you to stay in alignment is to stay tapped in with self. You always got to take some time out to make sure you good, right? Pull your energy back from anything and everybody and bring it back to self. Am I straight? Right? Do I love myself today? Am I confident today? You know, am I good? Let me make sure I'm straight first before I give my energy to anybody else right now. And we tend to lack this. We lack this awareness of ourselves sometimes because we're giving so much to others, we forget about us. You might also notice people start to come in your life out of nowhere, right? And that can be a good thing sometimes, but sometimes they can be distractions. People can be sent to you as a distraction to attack you, okay? You got a lot of energy vampires out here. So people can just steal your energy by just being around you, just by being in your thoughts, just by having conversations with them. They can steal your energy. So you might be talking to somebody and unknowingly they're taking your energy just because you're giving them your time and attention, your focus. Just taking all your energy from you. And you ain't got nothing left for yourself to create or to protect yourself. Boom. Now they can send in more attacks. You know what I'm saying? Send these entities in to play on your thoughts. Right? And like I said, just because somebody's sent into your life, that don't always mean they're bad, but you gotta have discernment. You gotta have discernment. So a good affirmation is to say, don't allow anyone into my space that wants to do harm to me. Right? Keep me protected. I only allow those who are going to be a benefit, who are going to help me evolve and grow. Okay? Remember your words, like I just said, you create realities with your words. You can surround yourself with protection and guidance with your words and your thoughts. So always be mindful of that and use that to your advantage. And you know what's funny is the enemy throwing all these spiritual attacks at you, right? And he think he's doing something, right? He proud of himself because he might get you off balance. He might drop your frequency for a little bit, you know what I'm saying, catch you off guard, right? But he don't understand that you always gonna win the war because what don't kill you make you stronger. Just like, you know, when you watch certain shows, right, and you got the main character, the villain is throwing everything at him, right? The villain coming at him, pushing him to his limits. And what happens is the main character, he gets to a point where he unlocks something inside of him that takes him to a whole nother level, right? And now he defeats the villain with ease. So the same thing in your life. The villain is going to push you to your limits and unlock something new inside of you. Take you to a whole nother level, right? And you got to understand there's always some good that comes out of the bad. So all these tests and attacks that's coming at you, they're making you stronger. So all these spiritual attacks that's coming at you, right? They're pushing you to your limits, but at the same time, they're going to unlock something new inside of you that's going to take you to the next level. It's going to transform you into a high vibrational being, right? And that's what the enemy don't understand. The enemy is all about instant gratification. Oh, I can get them now. I can get them right now. But in the long run, you always going to win. As long as you don't give up, as long as you keep that faith, as long as you keep, you know, that strength within you, keep that warrior within you strong, you always going to win the war. You always going to win the long game. They might win a couple battles here and there, but it's still a war going on, right? So use these as an indicator of your strength, an indicator of your resilience. That's one thing that you have that they hate is resilience. No matter how many times you get knocked down, no matter how many times you get hit, you keep on walking your path. You keep on getting back up. They don't understand how you doing this. Where's this strength coming from? It seemed like every time you always got this reserved energy out of nowhere that helps you get out of adversity. Because that's part of your power, right? But like I said, you got to tap into yourself and know what you truly possess within you. There's nothing that's too difficult for you. You got to put your mind to it, right? You got to put your words to it. You got to speak into existence. Tell yourself how great you are. Tell yourself who you are. Let it be known. Talk your shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's going to help you to pull that reality that you want. That's going to help you to ward off all these evil spirits, all these demonic attacks that's coming at you. See what I'm saying? You can cast out demons with your words. So cast them out. Anytime something happens to you or you feel like you in a situation that you don't like, curse it out. Anytime you feel like you're in a situation or you're in a space where it's not serving you or it's bringing down your frequency, cast that out. You don't have to identify that with that. You don't have to allow that to take over your space. You have the power to cast out anything that you don't like in your life. Anything that's not serving you. Anything that's attacking you. All right? Know yourself. And the rest is history. All right? So with that being said, hey, if y'all need to speak with me, I do one-on-one consultations. So I'll leave a link in my description for y'all. Y'all let me know in the comment section, man, what are some things you've been facing that you feel like has been trying to knock your frequency down? All right? With that being said, y'all have a beautiful day, and I'm out.